In the early 20th century, the world witnessed one of the most devastating conflicts in its history. World War I, often referred to as the Great War, was a global conflict that lasted from 1914 to 1918. It involved many of the world's great powers and reshaped the political landscape, leaving a profound impact on the course of history. The causes of World War I. Imperialism. One of the main causes of World War I was imperialism. European powers competed for overseas colonies, leading to tensions and rivalries among nations. Nationalism was another factor. Ethnic and nationalistic fervor fueled aspirations for independence among various groups, sometimes leading to conflict. Militarism was rampant. European countries built up massive armies and navies, and alliances formed, creating a fragile balance of power. Assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The spark that ignited the war. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary. On June 28, 1914, in Sarajevo, Bosnia, by a Serbian nationalist. The war unfolds. Declarations of war. The assassination triggered a series of events. Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, and a chain reaction began as other countries invoked their alliances. Germany declared war on Russia, France, and Belgium. World War I had begun. Western and Eastern fronts. The war was fought on two main fronts. The Western Front saw trench warfare, while the Eastern Front saw massive battles and a fluid front line. The home front and trench warfare. Life in the trenches was brutal. Soldiers endured harsh conditions, trench foot, and the constant threat of gas attacks. Home front. On the home front, civilians faced rationing, propaganda, and the social and economic upheaval brought by the war. America's entry and the end of the war. U.S. entry. The United States entered the war in 1917, shifting the balance in favor of the Allies. The war ended on November 11, 1918, when an armistice was signed, effectively bringing an end to the hostilities. The aftermath. Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, imposed harsh terms on Germany and led to lasting bitterness. The legacy of World War I left a legacy of suffering, political change, and a precursor to even more devastating conflict with World War II. World War I was a war that reshaped the world and left a deep mark on history. Its causes and consequences continue to be studied and remembered, reminding us of the importance of diplomacy, cooperation, and the cost of armed conflict.